Won't you let me dream?
I started that kind of tradition of doing that ride a few years back, and I always do it around Christmas. So that's what we did. Today we started in my hometown Aarau. I had coffee at Samir's coiffeur, barbershop. If I have time, I'm there for at least 5 minutes a day.
I know.
Then we went towards Zurich, especially along the Aare River. Once we were in Zurich, we headed direction Rapperswil to Lake of Zurich, and then Wallensee, Lake of Wallen, you would probably say in English. Then we rode through the Bündner Herrschaft, which is, in my opinion, one of the best wine regions. And then we rode up Prättigau, which is the valley where Klosters lies, at the house of our family. And yeah, it's basically the place where I always was since I was a child. What I think is its main benefit, or the coolest part, is that it really almost works like an addict gravel. With the e-gravel, I consider it almost standard gravel riding at the first place. When we started in the morning, it felt like my race addict gravel bike. And I think that's almost the most important point. Also to involve it in my everyday life, in my everyday training. This way I can easily just say, hey, I feel like going a bit faster today, having a bit more technical fun instead of a boring flat road ride. And take that bike which behaves almost like what I'm used to. You can ride a lot of climbs and hills, and due to the fact that you're supported by a knee motor, you can really steer your watt output quite evenly. You can really turn your standard home trails, or like gravel trails or gravel roads, into difficult technical challenges, and that's something that helps me a lot for sure. For me, there's like two kinds of off-season. Of course, there's off-season after the season, right after the season, where you don't really train, where you relax a bit. And then there's off-season where there's just no races, where you train a lot, where you almost train more than you do in summer. Both of them are super relevant for an athlete's life. My biggest success during this season is clearly my transcontinental win, which has been something I've been chasing for quite some time. Has been my third attempt, and I really, really badly wanted to win this one. I also believe it's a maybe an even bigger success due to the fact that I finished my master's thesis in the semester leading up to that race. Let's say it's probably the race that allows me to do what I do now. It's in my opinion the Tour de France of ultra cycling. It's one of the very few races that gets a lot of attention, also from outside that ultra cycling scene. So in one way it's just smart to be good at that race, because it makes you an interesting cyclist for also non-ultra people. And then also I just find the concept super striking. Crossing a continent by bike is something really cool. So Transcontinental does that, and I feel that's why it sparked my interest.